Hi, this is Suze 11 Tarot. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like you might be a little bit more sensitive the next few days because of the Leo moon combined with your energy. I feel like the Mercury retrograde. So you want to kind of pause before you speak, right? And kind of take a few deep breaths and not send your horns out, right? Pause before doing that. Okay. So sometimes, Taurians like to show their strength, right? Like a Leo, and put out their horns to kind of set those healthy boundaries, right? Okay. So it's just a heads up. Okay. So it's nice to stop and take a few breaths before, if you feel your emotions getting out of control. You can't control the outside world, right? Even though we'd like to sometimes. Okay, so, but you can move your own emotions because you are the one behind that wheel. Okay, so you can get to softer places, right? Okay, so that's a message. All right, let's see what's coming up. Taurus. Okay, so whatever you're worried about, okay, so if you feel like, okay, so you're all about the healthy boundaries. Okay, so boundaries. So I feel like if you stand from within, not on the outside, right, puffed out, if you from within, that sure energy, I'm getting like Zen energy from inside, right? Then that emanates, and naturally then there would not be any stepping of the toes. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so maybe take time going out in nature. Let's see what we have here. Yoga, any kind of martial arts, right? Tai Chi, Qigong. Qigong, I feel like, is less, yeah, I would try Qigong. Okay. And if you don't have a master, you can go on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you don't like fighting. I feel like there's two parallel realities. The one you're in and the one someone else is in. And I feel like you could end up going here. All right, okay. Let's see what that is. Okay, so you've been reflecting here, the Hierophant, tapping into that inner wisdom. So this could be even focusing on the war, right? Okay. But I feel like deep down you want peace. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like for some of you, this is being surprised at how all right, we won't go there. All right, so anyway, let's keep going. All right, so okay, so fear of death sometimes can attract that because what we fear can attract it, right? So I feel like the key is to get comfortable with spirit. And we all have a time on our clocks, right? And then we cross over. So the key is to release the resistance of that. Now, if this death card is showing up also. That could be you in that Scorpio energy, which is pinchy pinchy. And because usually when you're in your polar opposite energy, it may not be so positive. So you would know if that was you, right? Okay, now this is the real you, is what I want to say. The aligned you. Okay. And so there's kind of a Libra energy here, teeter totter. Okay, so it's like 1 minute you feel high vibing, and the next minute you're reaching for, like a scorpion. Okay, what does a scorpion do? Okay, let's talk about scorpions. Okay, so a scorpion will retreat sometimes and go in a crevice, or a dark place to feel comfortable. So maybe that's what you're doing here, right? Caveman mode, and reflecting on things and taking a look at your heart and how it feels and things like that. Okay, so now this could be like in the physical world, a bird sings, right? So it could be singing whatever your pain or discomfort is here to the world, okay, or to your friend, lover, okay, whatever, whoever it is, right? Okay, now there's a whole world in here. In the eyes. Okay, so how do you return to, oh, this is interesting too. Okay, so for those of you who are single, okay. So for those of you who are single, the mating nature for a Scorpio is quick. Okay, so what they do is they do a little dance, right? And then they put out the eggs. Wait, no, they do a little dance with a female. How does it go? Hold on. I'm trying to get the visuals here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let me focus the cards back. Okay. Okay. All right, so it's like a male and a female scorpion, right? And they do this little dance. Okay. Okay, so this is androgynous energy. It's like feminine and masculine aligned. So maybe that's the message here. You have alignment with both your feminine and masculine aspects. But when you go into the Scorpio energy, you are like super masculine. Okay, so that's one message. The other thing is back to the single thing. If you're single, the dancing nature of the Scorpio is dancing around with the feminine, the female scorpion, and then the eggs are laid down on the ground, and then they're picked, something like that. They're picked up by this female scorpion, and then the scorpion goes off. Okay, so take a look at that. Are you doing that, right? Not sticking around, because that could be the reason why you're single for somebody. Okay, that's a message for someone. Okay, so stay a little bit longer. Use this feminine energy and really kind of connect instead of running away. Okay. All right. To the next adventure. Okay. So I'm getting that message. Okay. Now, wow. Father of the Stones in the West. That's interesting because this morning I was watering the yard and two falcons were singing back to me. And so I was listening to them, and I was whistling back too. I was giving them messages. And then, okay, so I was watering, and I went down this little alleyway. It's like a little mini forest. And they came right above the pine trees. There's 3 pine trees in the back. And the 2 came right underneath. They were right there. They flew over, and they were faced in the direction of northwest, actually. Okay. And then here is a card that says Father of the Stones in the West. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, someone on the west side you feel like is throwing stones at you. And this is like repeated history. So what it's calling for is not to look at them or view them in, this could be a person's name. This could be also an ex-lover, ex-wife, or ex anything. Okay. What it's calling for is not to look at them in the past framework of history. Every moment, every breath is a new moment. So it's like a new day in every breath. So if you can approach whoever this is, which is like X energy, maybe not so pleasant, right? Okay, then you can take the new steps towards something positive. And then you won't feel like you need to set up boundaries and things and do all that. Okay. Because this is like father energy. So take a look at that too, right? Father-son dynamic, if you're a man. That came up in another reading. Taking a look at any kind of abandonment issues or anything that has to do with father-son dynamic. Now, if you're a woman, you want to take a look at that, right? Father-mother relationship or guardian relationship with you. And then you can start to take the new steps. I feel like some of you have already, but then every now and then it pops back in. So then the work is to keep in your new breath, look to the future, now to the future, with an open heart. Okay. And in that way, you can create the new reality without repeating same uncomfortable energy. It depends on you. Okay. Also, if you feel like you know it all, right? Like you're a master energy, I just want to say that I don't feel like anyone is ever a master in this reality because we're always growing and moving and expanding here. So it's like you think you know it all and then bam, something else, right, comes in, the contrasting energy to show us otherwise. Okay, but what I do see is you learning how to do this. So this is nice energy to be able to approach anybody from anywhere in the world with an open heart and a new space, open space, releasing past history and starting new and fresh with anybody. Okay. Yeah, and that way you can divert from this energy that's been painful. And seeing other people in that energy also will end. That's the message here. And this is what you may fear, some of you, right? Okay, so this could be about reputation and status and things like that. But whatever this is, it's ending. And this is the new way, taking new steps. This is like footprints in the sand at the beach, right? You step on the sand and the shore comes and washes it. It's like that. It's purity in every step. Okay, and so it's like taking a new step without the history of the past, having to build a framework that hasn't been so pleasing. All right. Yeah, so there's a lot of reflection energy here, which is good. I feel like that's positive. Okay. You got the Hierophant and the Hangman. So Pisces energy is also needing right now to feel protected and safe, right? And also defensive energy. Okay, that's what Pisces energy has been past couple of days. Feeling defensive. Okay, and that's coming up here in the center of your reading. That's the heart of your reading. Okay, but see, in this kind of energy, the rainbow comes. Okay, so that's very important here. So this is what you're walking away from. Okay, moving into this, right? Being able to approach people in that golden light, and then having this kind of being able to look from different points of perception here. Washing the past and moving into the new. Yeah, and I feel like this is a failure card, Seven of Stones, and that's the thing. When you throw stones, that can return potentially. Okay, so you want to move away from that. Okay. Okay, so that's part of the struggle here. Is fear of failure or showing that weakness. Yeah, showing that fakeness. Ooh, I almost said fakeness. Okay, no, weakness. That's what I was talking about, shoring up that energy from inside to the outside. Okay, but you don't want to show weakness to the world. So then it's like throwing the heat and air. All right, so 9 is a completion though, so you're walking away from that. I feel like it may take practice. It could take anywhere from a week or day, a minute, to all the way into the rest of this year for you to practice this energy. Okay, what am I getting with that? Okay, so this is what I'm getting with this is someone from your past. Okay. And it could be parents. We're not trying to blame anybody, but take a look at the past for a minute while you're in this hangman and Hierophant energy. Was there anybody in your family that said words to you that caused you to feel useless, right? Unworthy? Because I feel like you are worthy. Okay, so take a look at that because there may be some of that that's causing some of this resistance energy. Okay. Okay, so you can say phrases to yourself, right? When in the mirror and really believe it from within. Feeling worthy. I am worthy. Okay, now, right? And you can go back to those places and see if you can move that energy into softer places. Son of the Stones in the West, Prince of Stones. So West is coming up again. Okay, so what I like though is this improvement here in the energy is what I'm picking up. Okay, so it's like Hierophant is about, it could be about government, institutions, religious backgrounds, belief systems. So what you want is flexibility, right? The hangman being flexible in your perception and also body. So that's why Qigong might be a nice way to do that. Okay, so this card is calling for flexibility today, being flexible and bending like bamboo. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so, and you started out with the father of the stones, right? So what it's calling for, son of the stones of the West, you got father and son here. So again, take a look at father-son dynamics. What words were said to you from father, right? I feel like that's very important, and that's what's causing some of this, or mother, right? Okay, now, what it's calling for is you to move out of this kind of old man energy, right? The past. Move into now into the future with this kind of youthful energy that you are. Okay, and move with your wisdom in that way. Okay. Open to changing maybe your belief, moving with the changes, being flexible like bamboo. And this energy is not holding grudges. Okay, so that's important. Okay. Also, there's another message here, right? How you move your energy is so important, because then the next generation or your son, right? If you're a leader, people are watching you and they could pick up those behaviors. So you want to be very careful, especially if you're a leader or a parent, about how you're moving your energy. This is very key. But it takes that youthful, perpetual forgiveness and moving in flow. That's what I'm getting. Not in stone, right, of the past. It's moving in flexibility, like bamboo. Yeah. See, and this is going to also help you if you don't use your energy towards puffing up or voicing the horns, right, of the Taurus. Then you can have more energy for work focus. I feel like this is key, and this is part of your success. So it's very important that you learn how to manage your emotions as you're moving along, right? And sometimes, if you pause a minute and focus on 3 breaths, that could pull you right out of it. Okay, so that's a message from Spirit. Daughter of the Wands in the East. Okay, so see, this is the harmony it's calling for. This is how they really feel about you. This kind of nice marriage, right? Whether it's a partner, wife, anybody. This is how they feel about you. And playing music, the flute, right? Even flute music could be soothing for you. All right, now. And so this is like a cold exterior when you have so much warmth to give, right? Okay. And this is harmony with east and west energy in all the directions. And it takes this kind of youthful approach because you've got son and daughter. Okay. Yeah. For some of you, you feel like you've failed your children, okay, or you feel like you will. So be easy on yourself about that, right? We do the best we can. Okay. And it's going to take kind of like this nice, gentle courage to move all this energy. And I feel like by doing that with your own energy. So you might go see the Aries reading, okay, because it's kind of like the self-care and self-love and what you ingest in your mind and in your mouth, right, can change your DNA even. Okay, so are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking time to de-stress? Especially if you're a leader, right? You have a lot you have to handle. So you need time to decompress, because then what happens is you feel like energy is coming at you, not for you. And that is a big difference, right? Because if you feel like energy is coming at you, then you'll pull out this kind of Scorpio Pisces energy, this watery energy to kind of defend and protect. If you look at the world as things happening for you, no matter what it is, then you're not in a defense mode. You're open to receive the gift of God or gift of this pure nature energy. Okay. I leave you with that. Thank you.